Good afternoon everyone, and today we're looking at another watch review. We're doing my first ever LIGE watch review. A Chinese company that specialises in making, I think they like to be known as making decent quality sort of stylish watches. But yes, I don't know much about them. I don't know whether it's pronounced LIGE, LIGE, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I'm sure they probably have some way of pronouncing it. If you know how to pronounce it yourself, by all means drop a comment. Before we move on to that though, just to show you the Mac and Tissot Pepsi, done a review of this on my channel. If you want a decent Matthew Tissot quartz watch, go check them out. It's they're great little watches, Swiss made, but they're very, very small niche brands, so they're not mainstream at the moment. But for today's purposes, we'll be looking at the LIGE watch. So, initial looks, we've got this outside packaging with this embossed LIGE logo on the front, a nice simple sliding out box mechanism. Look at the initial box, obviously you've got this nice pattern look to it with a nice little look at like a movement of a watch, an automatic watch, with their strapline on here. It's not only a timepiece, it's a piece of fashion. I love a good old exclamation mark. Nice little simple fold off lid, very, very thin box. So look inside the box, obviously you've got that cushion inside here with their nicely presented LIGE booklet and cleaning cloth. So overall the impressions of it at first glance is it's well presented, which is always a good thing. So here we go guys, this is the LIGE LG8965 Chrono. A little look around the face initially. So starting with the price of this watch. Now this watch doesn't actually retail that much, it prices at £32, you can get us on Amazon with free returns. The weight of the watch. Weight of the watch appears to be around about 85 grams. It feels heavier than that because of the shape of the face. But yes, it's around about 85 grams. So we're going to have a brief look at the face now. So starting at the face. Obviously we've got it's a mixture of styles in the background here. You can see lots of little details going on here. So it's like it's got like this window checkered finish across it, so you can see the mechanisms inside somewhat. It's got that sort of feel to it that would be similar to like a Richard Mille style with a skeleton sort of styling to it. We've got quite a lot going on here with what's going around the face as well. By the looks of things, we've got four functions. So we've got a day, a date, a month, and obviously a date here and time. So looking at the hands themselves are luminous in two parts. So you've got the actual hand and the arrowhead, which is two sections of luminescence there, with the small little increments around the side being luminous as well. You've got little tiny numbers and little increments here that do light up as well. But the actual functions of the actual inside the watch here don't light up, so it's just a simple light up function for the hands. So looking at the glass type, we've got a slightly curved mineral glass here with I think this will be waterproof to 50 meters. I'm going to have a look at the back, see what we've got here. A few spelling errors there, 30 meters, so I wouldn't wear this diving. So looking at the functions, let's see what we've got here. So in that left window there, we've got, what have we got here? Yes, we've got a stopwatch by the looks of things. Yes, it was just confusing me with how that was going there. And obviously that will count up in minutes there. So you've got chronograph function, you've also got a moon phase, and you've got a date here. So sorry about that. There was a little, I'm not going to edit that out, I'm just so we can just so I was just figuring out for myself what they were doing. So it says automatic on the actual listing for this, but it's actually a quartz movement, as you can see from the ticking hands here. Obviously there's no bezel here, but so the bezel is like a matte stainless steel finish with like the little dotted things go around the side, almost like a Richelieu or a Saab on the watch. Looking at the crown, so the crown has a very decent quality to it. I really didn't expect it to be sort of this strong, so it's a nice quality movement to it, one that you might expect with a Swiss watch. It's not flimsy, not at all. And a decent clicking mechanism to it as well. Can be a bit fiddly though to get to the date, so it is a little bit delicate, but when you actually move the hands, it's quite easy to it's not too easy to adjust the time. So we're going to look around the back. But actually, before we do that, we're going to look at the casing. So the casing is a full stainless steel with that matte sort of finish rather than like a gloss finish. It's very, very common on watches, with nice little blue finish buttons to it, and adding a little bit of contrast to the actual watch. So coming around the back, we've got a mirror finish stainless steel LIGE backplate to it, nicely presented. I think here, nice mirror effect on the back here. No signs of sort of wear and tear on the back there, which you might expect from a new watch. The connections to the strap are quick release popper pins, as I like to call them. So you just pull this little lever here and pull this lever here to take this strap out. The strap is made of silicone with single window system. I forgot to mention the case thickness. So the case thickness sits at 0.7 inch and the face itself is 1.57 inches across. So it's a single window with like a rough, well not rough, but like a textured feel to it, similar to that of what the box had. So have a little look at this on. It sits very, very comfortably on the wrist, so it's a very nice, comfortable feel to it. There's not a lot of colour to it. That's probably what not the selling point of this, but if you pay £32, this is an excellent watch for this price. Probably one of the best value of money for watches I've seen so far. But yeah, guys, I highly recommend that. That's a really nice watch, especially for the price.